Hi everyone, we are here with Joe. We will talk about his experience in Brazil and Belo Horizonte.
So I am from the U.S. and I have a business back home, and I decided that I wanted to do some traveling. I wanted to come to Brazil, and I found BHZ Connections on Google, of all places, and reached out to William, and it just seemed like a really good opportunity to volunteer and experience the community and be of service and well here.
Nice. How long have you been in Brazil?
I've been here for just over 4 weeks.
Okay. And are you enjoying? Have you visited other cities around the Belo Horizonte, other places, other neighborhoods?
Yeah, so I've been all around Belo Horizonte. So I've been staying in the community, which is where I've been living in the community over in Veracruz, which is where we are. And I've seen a ton of the city and all around. It's a very diverse place. There's this beautiful community here where you just walk around and there's restaurants and everybody's super friendly. But I've also been to different parts of downtown where it's a little bit more posh, and there's some really great restaurants and museums and other really interesting things to see.
Cool. Did you work with kids before, teaching English for the children, or never? It's the first time?
Yeah, not really. When I was a kid, I was in high school. I volunteered at what's called an after-school program. I think I might have been 16 at the time, and that was the last time I had anything to do with working with kids, and that's been a long time ago. I'm now 34, so yeah, it's been really no experience leading up to this working with kids.
What inspired you to become a volunteer at the BHZ?
Yeah, so when I was doing some research, I wanted to do some volunteer work here in Brazil, and Belo Horizonte stood out as a city that was interesting to me. I know a lot of people like to go to Rio de Janeiro, big party scene, lots of, can be a little bit dangerous and just not really my vibe. And then Sao Paulo seemed a little bit too big, and Belo Horizonte just seemed like a really good sized city for what I was personally looking for. And like I said, my intention was to do some volunteer work. I went online. Normally I volunteer with animals. I've done that in Costa Rica several times. But when I went online, I saw this and it just looked like a really good opportunity. So sent an email and got in touch with William, and I was really inspired to commit to coming out here.
Okay, nice. So, how important do you think cultural exchange is in child's education, even at the young age?
I think it's extremely important for the kids for sure, because they're able to experience different cultures from, outside of, Brazil. And I think that it's super eye-opening for them to, have that experience of a different culture and, different, I don't know, so many things. And I think it's important for, the people coming to volunteer as well, because from my experience, I was able to really, I love traveling, but being here, I was able to see Brazil through the eyes of the community, which is much different from, your typical American tourist that goes and stays in a nice Airbnb and enjoys their, the comforts of being in another place and kind of goes on vacation. So this was a much different experience, I think, for both the kids and myself.
Yeah. Is that something in community you think is very interesting? You think about the culture, about the people, the food, the music?
Yeah, I mean, countless things, but specifically in the community that I've been staying in, what I've really appreciated is I've been able to walk everywhere. So if I want to get some barbecue, I can just walk up the road. If I want to get some acai, it's just less than a 5-minute walk. And everybody's super nice. I mean, with William, we'll be walking back from having some barbecue, and we'll just knock on somebody's door and end up in their house. And they might be offering us coffee and whatnot, or other people have just welcomed us into their homes for dinner. And that's just something that I thought was really cool. It's something I don't really have in my community, where it's super open and everybody kind of knows each other. So I really have enjoyed the interconnectedness of this place and how everybody seems to know each other. And you can just be walking down the street and you'll see a student with their family and they're all excited to see you. And So it's really nice and very, very personal.
Okay. It is interesting because everyone who came here tell us the same thing about the how kind the Brazilian people are. So Joe, what do you say to the people who would like to volunteer?
Yeah, what I would say is if you're looking for an amazing community to be a part of that's safe and diverse, then this is definitely the place to go. I mean, like I said, I can't say enough about the community, the culture here, and just how much there is to see and experience in the city. So I would highly recommend anybody that's interested in coming to Brazil. I cannot recommend Belo Horizonte in particularly this program enough.
So we are getting to the end of this interview. Thank you, Joe, for your time, and thank you all for watching. We ask you to subscribe our channel and follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn and other social medias.
Thank you. We'll see you.